Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Cube SMP. If you guys did not see last episode, oh, there he is. I was like mid sentence, and I realized, where the hell is my donkey? Where's Curly? And he's over there. But last episode we did a few things. I asked what you guys wanted to see, and a lot of you, majority of you, said work on this base because it needs to be done, and I don't disagree with that. It needs to start being worked on. I don't know how much I'm going to get done today. I have a very hectic day. I already got my Pixelmon video done. I'm proud of myself for that. But I wanted to upload a cube today as well, and I also have a family party to go to in about 30 minutes. I'm not going to record this all before then, but I have a family party to go to, and that's going to take up part of my day. But last episode, I stole a Grazer. Well, I didn't steal. I took. That is kind of stealing. My phone. Shut up. I guess it's the same thing. But I have his armor and all the stuff that I took from him right here. I do plan on giving it back. I don't want it. I have no use for it. And it's better to have him as my teammate because he's going to be needing that kind of stuff, or better give it back to him. But I want my statue done. He said 32 hours, and it's been literally a week. So, yeah. Like, I don't know how else to bribe him into doing. I'm doing the same thing with Joe on freaking Pixelmon. I took his mill tank until he gives me the stuff that he promised me. People on the cube tend to break their promises very easily, so I need to keep them in check a little bit. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to work on this a little bit. Now I'm going to do it in spurts as well. I'm going to be doing like random stuff, and what I did with Grazer the other day that I really liked was he did a Q&A, and he asked the audience on Twitter what some serious questions about the cube. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do a Q&A, but I'm going to write down some topics that I think might be interesting to you guys, a certain demographic of you guys, if that makes sense. So they're not going to be quite Q&As, but they're going to be kind of like, what do you think about this kind of stuff, just while I'm working on it, so like I get some progress done on this base, and also I'm getting some quality like minutes going, like it's not just like boring stuff or anything like that. So I think I'm going to grab some topics. I hate breaking this stuff, but it kind of needs to go. Like, I genuinely like this area, but it's just, it can't be here anymore. I need to get rid of this stuff as well. So I'm going to get some topics, and we're going to go over some things. I don't know how long I'm going to make it. I'm also going to have to threaten Grazer about the freaking statue, because I still don't think it's done yet. I don't know why it's taking him that long, but whatever. So I'm going to go grab some topics, and we'll be back in a little bit. Hold on. Okay, guys. I am behind schedule by a lot. So the plan was to get this video out yesterday. So yesterday, I had a family party, which I just thought it was a normal family party. Like, oh, we're just going to go hang out. Yeah. We're going to go have fun. That kind of stuff. The family party ended up being my godmother and my cousins came in from France. I had no idea of this at all. My mom, like, okay, so I showed up like 20 minutes after my parents got there because I was finishing up a video and then I was going to leave from there. I got there and my aunt, my godmother, greets me and I'm like, what the heck? You live in France. Why are you here? So I was just blown away. So I thought that after, like, for this family party, I thought I was going to be there for 2 hours or whatever. Then I'll have time to come home and finish my video. I ended up staying at that family party for about 5 hours because it's my godmother. Like, I'm not just going to ditch out my godmother. I had cousins in from Ireland. I had her husband or 2 children in. So I was talking to all of them, so there wasn't much I could do. So this video was supposed to go out yesterday, and it wasn't able to. So that's my reason on why this video didn't go up yesterday. And now I have an even better excuse to why we're gonna get so little done today, and that drives me even crazier. Like, you guys have no... Okay, so I'm a guy that likes to get stuff done. Like, it drives me crazy if I don't physically get like everything I want done in the day. So the fact that I wasn't able to get the cube episode out yesterday literally hurt me. Like, I mean, like, it bothered me the rest of the night. It made the family party not as fun as I wanted it to be. Like, instead of me being like interactive, talking to everyone, I was just thinking like, my video, it's not done right now. I promised them that I'd get my cube out today, and I was just unable to. So the better excuse to why this video is gonna have nothing done today is my water got clogged up a few days ago without us knowing. Like, there was nothing happening. It's really far down the pipes, so we were all taking showers. I have 4 people in my house, me, my sister, and my parents. And without knowing that, the pipes were all clogged up, and stuff started spewing out. I'm not going to say what stuff. You can imagine what stuff started spewing out in my basement freaking bathroom, where I had a lot of clothes, where my toothbrush is, which is tainted, and I haven't brushed my teeth today. This all happened last night when it started happening, too, while I was asleep. But yeah, it started spewing out disgusting stuff. It's tainted that bathroom for me forever, and I don't plan on going back in there anytime soon. But we had to clean it all up. We had to unclog the drains, me and my dad, and instead of calling a plumber, which is normally the thing that I would do. If you guys don't know me, I just want to get things done, and I don't know how to really be a plumber, so I would just call a plumber. But my dad is the kind of guy who says, screw that, I'm not paying for some guy to come in my house and do what I should be doing. So me and him ended up spending the entire day figuring out how to clean it up. And now my dad's very smart with this kind of stuff as well. It's not like he's an idiot or anything like that. My dad's a painter, and he owns his own company. He knows how to do a lot of construction stuff. Anything like that involves handiwork, he knows how to do. So we spent from probably like 9:30 in the morning to about 2:30 figuring this stuff out. It is currently 3 p.m. right now. And my day consisted of cleaning up that stuff, fixing it, and then washing the floors and making sure they're clean, making sure that disease doesn't get spread throughout the whole area. Shut up, phone. I'm not in the mood for your crap right now. Making sure like it's all clean, make sure it's like usable. But that's why this video isn't gonna have much stuff done in it. Now I'm gonna do more than just this, but I just wanted to talk about that stuff right now. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of doing like a normal Q&A where I do like caving or something like that, I am gonna go over some topics that I think are become a lot more relevant to me, and or more relevant to you guys as well, that I want to talk about. So I got a Snapchat a while ago, real HBOB94 fans, and I stopped using it for reasons why I don't want to explain. But I stopped using that, and I recently got into using it again. It's an easy way to communicate with fans. It's just a lot easier. So I liked using that now, and I get a lot of people sending me Snapchats. I'm not able to reply to every single one of them because I get like 2 Snapchats a minute, and there's only one of me. So if I'm not at my phone at all times, I miss a lot of the Snapchats. So don't be insulted if I don't respond to it. It's just I physically can't respond to all of them. But if you do want to follow me on there, I'm not like trying to get people to follow me or anything. Well, kind of. I don't know. Go follow me, HBOB94 fans on Snapchat. But I've seen a lot of people talk about them wanting to become YouTubers, so I thought I'd go in depth about what my life as a YouTuber is. Now, my life, I'm gonna stop recording after this and get all my thoughts together. But my life is not the average YouTuber life. It's got a lot of similarities, and I could tell you guys what I've known from knowing a lot of YouTubers, like things that we share, things we have in common. So if a lot of you want to become YouTubers, I think I could give you some valuable information from this kind of stuff. Okay, I'm feeling a lot happier. I haven't eaten all day, mainly because I woke up and saw a bunch of crap. Quite literally. But I woke up, I saw that, lost my appetite, haven't had time to eat it all today, so I ordered a grilled chicken sandwich from Grubhub, or I'm not gonna say where from Grubhub, but I got that and I'm feeling a lot better. But one of the reasons why I want to talk about this stuff is because yesterday, like whenever I go to a family party, I get kind of belittled in many ways, because I'm not going to school. I'm doing YouTube. I'm quote-unquote an entertainer. I'm sitting on my butt all day at my computer. And my cousins are like all these like business guys. They're trying to climb the corporate ladder and all that stuff. So I'm like kind of looked down upon. My sister is this wonderful 6th grade teacher who's refused offers to amazing schools because she wants to help younger students, actually, who like poorer Chicago areas, in order to get a better education. Like, that's like my family. And then there's me, and I do YouTube videos. I play Minecraft for a living, and I kind of like am looked down upon, which, you know, like honestly, I don't care too much, but it's still, it is a little bothersome, if that makes sense. Like, I've gotten better at not caring what people think about me, but it still just lingers in your head a little bit. 1, 2, 3. I'll put this one down right here because it's gonna bother me if it's not there. But it does kind of bother you. So that's one of the big things for being a YouTuber. You're not gonna be looked at the same way as everyone else, if that makes sense. There's not much you can do about it. It's just gonna happen. It sucks a lot, believe me. It sucks. That's all I can say. But yesterday I had like a conversation with my cousin. Now my cousin, very, very funny guy. Absolutely hilarious. One of the funniest guys I actually know. And I was talking to him. He does stand-up comedy as a like hobby, like kind of like how I did YouTube at the beginning. Like, he just did it for fun. He wants to get better at it. He's very good at talking in public, so I thought he'd take advantage of it. So he does shows every once in a while. and he wants to better himself in that. He's like me in a way. He always wants to be bettering himself. And he talked to me, and he started asking me questions about YouTube, like recording, like, do I know a lot about microphones and that kind of stuff? I'm like, absolutely. I know anything you need to know about it. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't like this one right here. But I know just about anything well, not anything, but I know a lot about audio setup and all that kind of stuff. So I'm very helpful in that situation. And the conversation ended up turning into, like, why not practice on YouTube? Like, he does comedy stand-up for a hobby. He does it, like, twice a year or something like that. So I tried bringing up the conversation, like, why not bring it to YouTube and that kind of stuff. I'm looking for sea lanterns, and I don't think I have any. But I asked him that, and he kind of giggled, and he didn't understand really what I do all day. So he thought, like, I just play Minecraft for a few hours, upload it, play in, like, Minecraft for 10 minutes, and then upload it. That's not what I do. Well, it's part of what I do, but I do a lot of studying of analytics. I try to better myself. I try to see what's going to be the next big trend, even though a lot of times I don't follow trends. Like, I don't like following trends. I really don't, but I like figuring out what's the next trend because that's like a hobby of mine. It's like something fun for me to do. It also betters my knowledge. It all betters kind of my business mind, if that makes sense. I decided to, I didn't have any sea lanterns either, but I decided to build a little umbrella because I kind of like it. I just want like an umbrella, and I want 2 little areas to build a little thing over here. But people tend to think that you do nothing at all other than just play. Oh, thanks, server. Thank you so much. But you do anything other than just sit home, make videos. In my case, it's I was gonna say mini games, video games. In other cases, it's just talking to the camera. In other cases, it's just doing any videos on YouTube. But that's not the way it is. Like, you'll do a lot more stuff. Granted, a lot of it is true. That's what we do. There'll be some days where I just don't do anything. But majority of the time, like, let's say 6 out of 7 days a week, my schedule consists of 13 hours to me doing stuff on YouTube. Whether that be, like, some people don't consider it work, and sometimes I don't consider it work either. But, like, there'll be days where I just sit there for maybe, like, 3 hours watching videos. Now, in some minds, like, that's easy work. It is easy work. But I'm not just watching the videos to be entertained by them. I'm seeing what those videos do to make it so good. Like, I'll watch a Casey Neistat video for... I probably watched the same Casey Neistat video like 4 times. I've done it even more than that before. Just seeing his editing process, how he does that, and how if I want to do videos like Casey Neistat, how would I improve to be at the level he will be without genuinely, like, copying him. That's the kind of stuff that you have to research. Analytics is the most important thing to study on YouTube as well. And that's just kind of the stuff that you're going to have to be getting into to go into YouTube. And I'm sorry, I'm sitting here doing nothing because I'm kind of talking. But that's what I was telling him. Like, that's what's part of my day. Like, to some people, that's a very easy job, which in a way it is. Oh, that's what I did over here. Oh, I might need... whatever. We'll see how I feel about it afterwards. But a lot of times that is very easy. A lot of times it's difficult. Like, there's been days where I struggle to think of ideas. Where did I put this umbrella? Think of ideas, and I spend 4 hours just running around the cube wanting to bang my head in because it's like, what can I do? What can I do that's entertaining? Those are the worst days for me by far. But you will get over those kind of humps. So there's been days where I just been like demotivated, all that kind of stuff. And there will be days where you're just genuinely motivated. As I've noticed this a lot with Parker as well. I'm going to take this one be white and the other one be red. With Parker as well, where he goes through these stages where he's so motivated to do it, and then he just loses all interest. It's something that happens to all of us. The best YouTubers will break out of that habit as quickly as possible. The worst YouTubers will give up. The middle YouTubers, which is pretty much me, will take a little bit of extra time to get over that. But once you get over that, you are the most motivated you will ever be. A lot of times, vacations drive me insane, but they make me a better YouTuber. Grazer talked a little bit about this in the Q&A. Let me see how far out I did this thing. I talked about this in the Q&A, but a vacation is the scariest thing for a YouTuber because it's not just like work. Like, if you work at an office, okay, it ends right there. Work at an office, you just can take a few days off, like, or you can take a couple weeks off a year. On YouTube, if you take a couple weeks off a year, your channel's in trouble. You are losing a lot of things. You are losing a lot of subscribers. You are losing a lot of loyal fans because they just are losing interest in you in general. With a normal, like, steady work pace, it's just you go back to it, you get back to normal. With YouTube, if you take a break, you're in trouble. So vacations is one of the scariest things possible. And even going to family parties for me like that yesterday and missing a video hurt me genuinely. Not because of the people. Like, I'm happy I went there, but I was sad because I was missing out on a video and I didn't have as much time as I wanted to put into that video. But would I change YouTube for like anything in the world? No. I love my YouTube job. I love my fans. That's not cliche either. That's genuine. Like, I do love my fans. Like, I wouldn't be doing YouTube if it wasn't for my fans. I love being my own boss. This is another huge thing I love about YouTube. I genuinely don't think I can work for anyone anymore. I had jobs before YouTube where I would work for someone, be told what to do, and I just can't do it anymore. I physically can't bring myself to it. Especially like working with sponsorships, and if someone tells me they don't like my video, like, oh, you gotta change this in your video, it makes me hate the videos, so I genuinely can't work for people anymore. But I would never change my job, and I would recommend anyone in the world to at least try YouTube. Now, figuring out what you want to do in YouTube is something entirely different, but I suggest doing it as a hobby, and figure out something you like, you're good at, you enjoy. Just any way you could figure out a way to be helpful or entertaining is kind of a way to look at it. I'm gonna say this again just to reiterate it and make sure you guys understand. But if you're starting YouTube, don't look for it to become your job, because it will become a job to you and you will begin to hate it. Now, that is the honest-to-God mindset, and you will start to hate everything about it, and I've seen it happen to so many other YouTubers as well. There's been points where it's like that to me, but I am able to overcome that. So do it as a hobby, not a job. Like I said, when I first started YouTube, I was in school, so I wasn't really doing anything. I was having a fine time. What color is this? White? Okay, good. I want to use it white. And then I need spruce wood or something. But do it as a hobby, because this will take over your life if it does become your job. Regardless of how many videos you do a day, it's always going to be in the back of your mind. Like, if you only... let's change you. Like, if you do one video a week, it's always going to be in the back of your mind. You're always going to be thinking about that. You're always going to be feeling judged because there's so many people watching your videos, if it does become your job, obviously. But it is something everyone should try out, and I do believe that 100%. Just because I'm not entertaining, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try to do that. In many ways, anything you do will help you. So, in ways, YouTube... Wait, is this going to mess up? YouTube has helped me get over fears that I have. I'm very, very scared of people judging me, and I still am to this day. But if you guys remember the day that I actually showed my face, I have never been more terrified before in my life. I was sick the entire day because I had the stomach pit, or like my stomach, like, I could feel my stomach hurting. Like, my heart was in my chest because or my stomach, because I was scared of what people were gonna think of me. Now I have I do not care at all what people think of my appearance. It's become that way, and YouTube has helped me be that way. Before I did YouTube, I was afraid of people taking photos of me. Then I go to my first meetup, still terrified of it, but I started going to more and more meetups, and it's helped me get better at not only like taking photos, but being comfortable in front of the camera. It has helped me in so many ways, and that's what YouTube will do for everyone too. Granted, it probably will bring some insecurities, but it will help a lot of your other insecurities. It's a give and take relationship in a way. So before, I was saying I was working for 13 hours a day. Now I do work 13 hours a day, usually, not like every day or anything like that. I do work a lot of hours a day, but this doesn't feel like work to me. It genuinely does not. I love what I do. If I didn't love what I do, I wouldn't be doing YouTube. Like, if I didn't like YouTube, I wouldn't do YouTube. That's the plain and simple cost, or the truth, whatever you want to call it. But I say I study analytics. That's fun to me. Like, that's not something that I just sit there like, oh my god, oh, this sucks. Like, it doesn't feel like school to me. It feels like I'm actually having fun. I'm learning. I'm bettering myself. I listen to music during it, so that definitely helps a lot as well. But just simple stuff like that. Now, YouTube does have giant costs in it. I'm sure a lot of you can tell this about my personality, but I don't go out with friends, like, at all. And every friend I made in high school, I had a lot of close friends in high school. I have not seen them in years. They've tried talking to me, and I kind of blow them off. I don't mean to, but I work that much time, and when I get some time to myself, like when I'm not like wanting to work or something like that, I want to be alone. So it's I blow off people and I don't mean to, and it does suck a lot. And that's the part about YouTube that you're gonna have to get over as well, is you're probably gonna lose friendships if it does become your full-time job. Well, that's kind of true with any job, but life moves on and you're gonna have to figure that kind of stuff out. And I genuinely hate not knowing that I don't talk, or like knowing that I don't talk to these people anymore, but I know what I have to do in order to make myself feel happy. So there are bad things about YouTube, for sure. Like there's always going to be a good and bad situation for everything you do in life. But with YouTube, I think it's made me an all-around better person. I've become a lot more social. I used to be terrified of everything in the world, and now I feel a lot better, and that's also huge thanks to you guys in bringing me out of my shell. That's once again, not cliche, it is the truth. YouTube has made me genuinely more social. Like, I was the kind of guy that would just sit at a party and just kind of either try to talk to one person or be by myself. I was very shy, very awkward. It has brought me out of that shell a lot. Even like people that I talked to, like back in the day, like when we first went to PAX Prime, like, god dang it, I was a lot different at PAX Prime 2014 than I was at VidCon 2016. Like, they could see that I've officially come out of my shell. For instance, look at Grazer. Okay, go back. Okay, I'm going to give the perfect example here. I'm going to sit still. I'm going to get up. Well, I'm not going to sit still. I'm going to stand still in the game and get all nice and close. Do you guys remember Grazer at PAX Prime 2014? He was the guy who was afraid to take his hood off. He was so genuinely, like, just shy and afraid, and that was the first time him showing himself. I was at that point too in life. And the guy, if you watch him now on like any what's the name? Not podcast, I can't think of it. Like panel that we've done in the past like few months, he is the most the most unshy guy. He is the most like excited, maybe except Parker, but he's the most out there, fun, friendly. He doesn't mind if people are judging him. He's become so different, and that's not just because of him. That's because of YouTube and like everything that comes with it. So YouTube will, anything in life will make you better in some ways, but it will bring you down in other ways. It's just figuring out if the cost is worth paying for. So for instance, I've lost friends. Did I know that going in? No. Would I've chosen differently beforehand? I have no idea. I genuinely don't know, and that scares me a little bit. But it came out, and I'm happier than I've ever been. So if you guys are ever considering doing YouTube, give it a shot. I've told my cousin that yesterday. I went over this huge spiel, and I thought it was a good little lesson. Now, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get much stuff done today, and I do genuinely apologize for that, but I genuinely didn't have time. I've said genuinely way too much this episode. If you guys can count and tell me how many times I said, actually don't, because that'll drive me crazy. That would drive me genuinely crazy. But I think it is a good talk to have with people, because I know there's a lot of insecure people out there that watch my videos. I've talked to shy people in real life, and I've been there before, and now I feel a lot better about myself because of YouTube. So if you could get into YouTube, figuring out what exactly you want to do, it doesn't have to be something that I do. Like, something I do is like, I guess I used to vlog, I played Minecraft, I play video games. You don't have to do that kind of stuff. Figure out something that you want to do. Even if it's just standing in front of a camera and talking to it, that will help you in ways. It will. And if you do that only a couple hours a day, I can't see it being any harm to you. Unless it's like taking away from your homework time or something like that. Like or work time or anything in general. So that's my reason that you guys should go into YouTube. Anyone can do it as long as you have internet. Alright, I'm done talking. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you want any more episodes like these, just ask me. I love these topics, and this was perfect for this episode. I think we got a little bit done. I want to take a look at how this looks over here. I kind of think I chose the wrong side to do primarily most of my work on, because this side you could see a lot better, but let's take a look. Let me turn around. But there will be a Pixelmon going up today for all of you that do want to see more videos of me that aren't just rambling on. Ooh. I love how this base is looking. I do plan on... So, like I said, I didn't have much time, but I will be putting in time off camera for this for sure, because it does drive me crazy that it's not finished yet. And I have no idea how long this season's going to last, and I want this done. Like, we're not ending the season until I'm done with this thing. Or at least the exterior. The interior, I could care less about. but I want the exterior done. I'm sick of building giant walls. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Get out of here. You knuckleheads.